everyone, welcome back to Btech360. So JoSAA round 4 seat allotments are finally out. Now this is a good time to discuss two major things. The first thing is, if you have applied for JoSAA counselling, then should you wait for round 5 allotment or should you withdraw at this stage? That is the first thing that we will answer. And the second thing is, if you haven't applied for JoSAA counselling, then should you apply for CSUB counselling and what rank exactly to expect in the CSUB counselling? So these are two questions that we will discuss today, and we will discuss in detail the category wise cutoff. So if you are from open category, EWS, OBC, SC, ST, we will discuss the category wise highest closing rank for all IITs, NITs, IIITs and GFTIs according to the round 4 JoSAA allotment. So this is what we will discuss in detail. Now this particular information and guidance series is presented by Amity University, one of India's leading universities and ranked among the top 3% globally. Before moving ahead, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. And also, if you are stuck in any sort of counseling or you need any sort of help regarding the engineering counseling, selection of college or anything related to the engineering domain, then we have a helpline number for you. You just need to text BTech on 813-037-6334. This is the helpline number, and we have a team of senior counselors who will reach out to you whenever you text and will help you out. Now, before we actually start discussing the cutoff, there is one thing that you need to keep in mind. Now, in the programs that we would be discussing, there are certain programs that we have taken out of the context. These programs are your 4-year Bachelor of Planning degree, Bachelor of Architecture 5-year degree, then 5-year integrated MS, Master of Science degree, and 5-year Bachelor and Master of Technology, which is your dual degree. So we have taken out all these programs, and also in the rest programs, which is basically your BTech 4-year program, in that also we have applied two filters. The first is, we'll only be discussing the highest closing rank, and we have removed the PWD cutoffs. We have done this because if we include all these programs or if we include the PWD cutoff, then the numbers that you would be seeing would be very misleading. They would be very relaxed cutoff in comparison to the cutoff that we would be discussing now. So let's start with the IITs. So in IITs, we would be discussing the highest closing rank for each category. We have for each category the highest closing rank in the round 4 merit list. So let's start with the first category, which is the open category. Now, majority of students belong to the open category. Now, in the open category, if you belong to the gender neutral category, then in that case, the highest closing rank is 17,057, which was for IIT Jammu's Btech Materials and Metallurgical Engineering. Similarly, in the open category, if you are a female student, then you are in the female only category. In that category, the highest closing rank for round 4 is 27,754, which was for IIT Jammu's, again, same program, Btech Materials and Metallurgical Engineering. So this was for the open category. Let's move ahead. The next category is EWS. Now, if you belong to the EWS category and come under gender neutral, then the highest closing rank is 3,628 for IIT Delhi's Btech Design, and for female candidates, it is 4,623 for IIT Patna's BS Economics. The next category is OBC-NCL. Here, in the gender neutral category, the highest closing rank is 6,107 for IIT Jodhpur's BS Engineering Chemistry, and for the female candidates, it is 10,897 for IIT Jammu's Btech Engineering Physics. The next category is SC category. In SC category, under the gender neutral category, the highest closing rank is 3,362 for IIT Dharwad's BS Major in Physics, and for female candidates, it is 4,736 for IIT Jammu's Btech Engineering Physics. And now let's discuss the last category, which is the ST category. Now in the ST category, if you fall under the gender neutral category, the highest closing rank in that case is 1,856 for IIT Delhi's Btech Design course, and if you are under the female only category, then the highest closing rank is 4,736 for IIT Kharagpur's BS Chemistry. So these were the highest closing ranks for IITs category wise. So you just need to look at your specific category, and then according to the gender, you need to see what is the highest closing rank. The cutoff in the next round would be in the range of 2,000 to 3,000 ranks of this particular mentioned rank. So that's how you figure out whether you should apply for the next round or you should withdraw at this particular stage. Now let's discuss the same thing for NITs. Now in NITs, one major thing that changes is whether you are an outside state candidate or you are a home state candidate. So we'll discuss both. We'll start with the outside home state. So all the ranks that we are discussing now are for the outside home state candidates. So let's start with the first category. Again, the first category is open category. Now, if you are under the gender neutral category, then for NITs, in the open category, the highest closing rank is 62,068 rank. That was for NIT Nagaland's Btech Civil Engineering. Now, if you are a female candidate, In that case, the highest closing rank is 72,196, which was for NIT Mizoram's Btech Civil Engineering. The next category is EWS category. In the EWS category, under the general neutral category, the highest closing rank is 9,408 for NIT Arunachal Pradesh Btech Biosciences and Bioengineering. And if you are a female candidate, then in EWS, the highest closing rank is 11,321 for NIT Nagaland's Btech Civil Engineering. Then the next category is OBC-NCL. So in OBC-NCL, under the general neutral category, the highest closing rank is 20,424 for NIT Agartala's Btech Biotechnology and Biochemical Engineering. And for female candidates, it is 26,646 for NIT Arunachal Pradesh Btech Biosciences and Bioengineering. Then the next category is SC category. In SC category, under the general neutral category, the highest closing rank is 9,267 for NIT Agartala's Btech Production Engineering, and for female candidates, the highest closing rank is 11,638 for NIT Nagaland's Btech Electronics and Instrumentation Engineering. The last category is the ST category. There, in general neutral, the highest closing rank is 9,267 for NIT Agartala's Btech Production Engineering, and for female candidates, it is 11,638 for NIT Nagaland's Btech Electronics and Instrumentation Engineering. So these are the highest closing ranks category-wise for outside home state for the NITs. Now let's discuss the home state ranks, which would be much more flexible because the cutoffs are generally not that high. So now we are discussing the home state maximum closing ranks, same for the NITs. Let's start with the first category. So in the open category, under the general neutral category, it is 14,28,960 for NIT Mizoram's Btech Mechanical Engineering. And if you are a female candidate, then it is 14,97,038 rank for NIT Mizoram's Btech Electronics and Communication Engineering, Btech EC. The next category is the EWS category. Here, under general neutral, the highest closing rank is 1,43,000 for NIT Agartala's Btech Biotechnology and Biochemical Engineering. Same for the female candidates, it is 1,19,000 for NIT Agartala's Btech Chemical Engineering. Then the next category is the OBC-NCL category. Here, in the general neutral category, it is 2,93,000 for NIT Manipur's Btech Mechanical Engineering, and for female only candidates, it is 5,39,000 for NIT Mizoram's Btech CSE. The next category is SC category. Here, under the general neutral category, the highest closing rank is 1,25,000 for NIT Arunachal Pradesh Btech Civil Engineering, and for female candidates, it is 49,623 for NIT Agartala's Btech Production Engineering. The last category is the ST category. Here, general neutral, it is 48,423 for NIT Agartala's Btech Chemical Engineering, and for female candidates, it is 45,166 for NIT Manipur's Btech Civil Engineering. So till now, we have covered the highest closing ranks both for the home state as well as the outside home state candidates of NITs, and we have also covered IITs. Now let's move ahead and discuss about the IIITs. Now here in the IIITs also we will be discussing it category wise. Let's start with the first category. In the open category, under the general neutral category, it is 67,920 is the highest closing rank, and this was for IIIT Senapati Manipur for Btech ECE course. And for female candidates, it is 67,244 for IIIT Design and Manufacturing Andhra Pradesh. The course is Btech Mechanical Engineering with specialization in design and manufacturing. Now similarly, let's go to the next category, which is the EWS category. Here in the general neutral, the highest closing rank is 10,532 for IIIT Senapati Manipur, the same institute, but the course is different. This is Electronics and Communication Engineering ECE, but with specialization VLSI and Embedded System. Then for the female candidates, it is 10,045 rank, and now here it's the same IIIT Design Manufacturing Andhra Pradesh, and the same course Btech Mechanical Engineering with specialization in design and manufacturing. The next category is OBC-NCL. Here under the general neutral, the highest closing rank is 23,637 for IIIT Senapati Manipur Btech EC, and for female candidates it is 24,976 for IIIT Design and Manufacturing Andhra Pradesh Btech Mechanical Engineering with specialization in design and manufacturing. Then for the SC category candidates, in general neutral, the highest closing rank is 12,515 for IIIT Senapati Manipur Btech EC Electronics and Communication Engineering, and for female candidates it is 11,799 for IIIT Vadodara Btech AI, that is Artificial Intelligence. The last category is the ST category. Now here in the general neutral, the highest closing rank is 6,309 for IIIT Bhopal, Btech Physics and Computational Engineering, and for female candidates it is 6,246 for IIIT Bhagalpur, Btech Electronics and Communication Engineering, that is EC. So these were the highest closing ranks for IIITs according to different categories. Now let's move ahead and let's discuss the final type of institutes, which are the GFTIs. Now in the GFTIs you will see the cutoffs are much more relaxed. So let's start with the first category. In the open category under general neutral, the highest closing rank is 1,23,127 for Institute of Engineering and Technology, Dr. H.S. Gaur University for Btech Food Engineering and Technology. For female only candidates, it is 1,13,444 for Central Institute of Technology, Assam, Btech Food Engineering and Technology. Then for the EWS category under general neutral, it is 19,164 for IIT Varanasi, and the course is Btech Handloom and Textile Technology. For female candidates, it is 15,980 Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya, which is situated in Vadodara, and the course is Maritime Engineering. So these are two categories which were the open and the EWS. Let's discuss the other three categories also. So in the OBC-NCL under the general neutral, the highest closing rank is 42,846 for National Institute of Food Technology, Entrepreneurship and Management, which is located in Kundli, Btech Food Technology and Management. For female candidates, it is 42,560 for Indian Institute of Carpet Technology, Badohi, Btech Carpet and Textile Technology. The next category is the SC category. Under general neutral, the highest closing rank is 18,092 for Institute of Engineering and Technology, Btech Food Engineering and Technology. For female candidates, it is the same, Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya, the one we saw earlier, Btech Maritime Engineering. And the last category in GFTIs, we have SC category. Under the general neutral, the highest closing rank is 9,079 rank for Institute of Engineering and Technology, the same institute, Btech Food Technology, Food Engineering and Technology. And for female only candidates, it is 8,155 for National Institute of Advanced Manufacturing Technology, located in Ranchi, for Production and Industrial Engineering. So these were the highest closing ranks category wise, specifically for the GFTIs. Now all the ranks that we have mentioned here, these are the highest closing ranks on the round 4 of the JoSAA cutoff. Now you have round 5 also. Now depending on these ranks and how close your rank is to the rank that is mentioned here, you need to take a decision whether you want to withdraw out of the JoSAA counselling or you want to continue for round 5. So this is a decision which is a major thing that you will have to take in 1 or 2 days. So all the best to all the candidates, and do remember, if you are ever stuck in any sort of decision and if you need any sort of counselling help, then we have a helpline number for you. All you need to do is text Btech on this particular number. Hope this video was useful for you. Thank you so much for watching, and let's meet in the next video.